Yeah, it's in the game. It's finally enabled. I love it. Cool taunt. But either way, what is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing a look at Tom and Jerry's Up special, the mouse rocket. We're going to be taking a look at that. So I'm sure we've all come across those players that love to spam this attack online. They just use the move over, whack, and over, and over, and over, and over, and oh, you get the idea. It's way too spammable, and it's easy to spam out. Sure, yes, I'm not going to deny it. It's an easy move to dodge. If you see it coming at you, it's not moving the fastest, at the fastest speed, I should say. So it's easy to dodge. But the fact that this just doesn't have a cooldown kind of baffles my mind. Can we at least throw a cooldown on this? Like, it's not like the move is completely useless. His up special is completely useless if he doesn't have Jerry, right? He's still got the rocket that he can kick. So it's not like, yeah, he's still got a backup plan. So, I don't know. I just think the mouse rocket itself should have some sort of cooldown. Maybe you should be able to use it like twice at maximum. And then, it goes on cooldown once you use one. So you can only have like 2 stacks of it at a time, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But yeah, this move needs a cooldown at big time. But that's not the only thing that I find a little bit strange with the move. So we're going to use Superman here as an example. Superman's neutral special is Ice Breath. What does it do? Well, if you throw a projectile at it, he freezes it. And did you see that? Even if you throw the ice that he freezes, he makes it even more cool. Bad jokes aside, Superman's Ice Breath can freeze projectiles. All right, pretty cool. So if we go use Tom and Jerry, and Superman's still set up on neutral special, is Jerry going to get frozen? No. Do you see that? He goes through. Why does Jerry get to go through the Ice Breath? Why does Jerry get to go through the Ice Breath? Some people might say it's because he's a heavy projectile, because if you look at the move list and you look at it right here, Tom aims and fires Jerry as a heavy projectile. Okay. So does that mean Superman can't freeze heavy projectiles? Well, why don't we test that? Let's go to Bugs Bunny. We will use Bugs Bunny's Acme Rocket as an example. Side special. Look at that. It changes directions. The rocket itself doesn't even get to make contact with Superman because the Ice Breath, the interaction with it. Look at that. But somehow Jerry gets to? See, I just think Jerry isn't fully, it doesn't feel like Jerry's fully tested out. Like he's not working how things in the same category as him, heavy projectiles in this case, it's not working out the same. So that's like another thing that needs to be addressed. He needs to be more consistent with, look at that. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, does it? Does it, Jerry? Does it, Jerry? But no. So he needs a cooldown. He needs better interactions. Does it need to be frozen? Yeah, it should probably be stopped in its track as well, but that's just another thing. But I still got one more weird interaction with this move. And the final interaction that kind of baffles me is with Steven's shield. So when Steven throws out his side special, or his shield for side special, you'll see, oops, not that. So he'll throw it out, and that's what the shield will look like. So any incoming projectiles will get blocked. Watch, they all get blocked. But did you notice that Jerry went through the shield? So if I can do this quick enough, you'll see. Jerry goes through the shield, and I don't understand why. It makes absolutely no sense. He's a projectile, and the shield is supposed to block projectiles, stop them in their track. Well, you might say that's because Jerry's a heavy projectile. So does that mean Steven's shield doesn't work on heavy projectiles? Well, luckily we can test that out. So we'll put the computer on Steven, we'll go to Bugs, and we will use Bugs's, we got to switch this attack too, but we'll use Bugs's Acme Rocket, another heavy projectile. Will the Acme Rocket get to go through the shield? Let's find out. Let's use this. Will it go through the shield? Okay, bad timing on my part. Sorry, let's try this again. Will it go through the shield? No, did you see that? It doesn't go through the shield. Why does one projectile that's heavy Why does one go through it? Why does Jerry get to go through it, but the other heavy projectile with the Acme rocket doesn't? Like, that doesn't make sense, does it? That doesn't make sense. Like, Jerry doesn't seem like he's fully functioning the way that heavy projectiles should, so maybe he needs a tweak. Definitely needs a cooldown. Definitely needs to act more like a heavy projectile, because he's definitely not. One thing, I haven't tested this out. Does he work? I'm sure this works. I just thought it is since he's a heavy projectile, this would apply stacks of ice, correct? I just want to check this out. If this doesn't work either, this is going to baffle me. So if we just use that. Okay, so that works. Never mind. He does act as a heavy projectile because that's what the ice perk does, right? It only your team's heavy projectiles. Okay, that works. That's fine. But the other 3 instances are very, very confusing. So the mouse rocket, or just Jerry in general, is he's not quite there. He needs a lot of tweaking still. To be on par with how everything else acts in his category. And of course, the mouse rocket needs a cooldown, if I haven't said that already. But either way, that is going to be it for this one. Yeah, I only made this video because Multiversus content is really hard to make at the current moment, because there's no new news to go over and nobody watches gameplay. So I can't really do gameplay for you guys. Sorry. But yeah, it is what it is. That's all that I got for this one. Let me know what you guys think. What would you do to this attack? How would you tweak this move? Let me know down in the comments. Either way, that is it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed. And I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.